Welcome to NSN's presentation of the American Premier Soccer League. Today's matchup features Real Central New Jersey versus AC Trilogy of the Delaware River Conference. Kickoff is just moments away on the National Soccer Network.
We find ourselves on the campus of Mercer County Community College out in West Windsor, New Jersey. A pleasant evening, everyone. My name is John Natali. So happy to be here with you tonight on the National Soccer Network for this APSL soccer matchup featuring Real Central New Jersey playing host to Alloy SC from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It is the first matchup that Real has faced a Pennsylvania team this season. They're the only team in the Delaware River Conference from Pennsylvania. They play at Lancaster Bible College, home of the Bronx, which is about, not too far from where we're at today. You can see our captains at midfield with our referees getting ready for this one. It's kind of a tale of two different stories for Real Central, and we'll hear your starters for Real Central. You see Sean Bowen, Max Schrader, Tom Johnson got the scratch, a late scratch, so it's going to be James Bernstein, Cole Sotek, Giuseppe Pierleonardi, Sean Nalelli, Ilya Saklashvili back in the lineup for head coach Ira Jersey, Sam Toms, Brandon Valeri, and Charlie Scheel. And for Alloy Soccer Club, Josh Martin, Luke Nall, Christian Wyand, Owen Shoemaker, Nathan Muckle, Danny Rowe, Justin Kiefer, Thomas Kaplan, Alex Bemmer, Ryan Butler, and William Ardiles to round out the first 11 for Coach Josue Bosque, as they call him Coach Sway. For Alloy, the record's a little bit different. Second place is Alloy at 13-1-2. Only those two losses coming from the number one team in the conference, WC Predators. On the flip side, Real Central New Jersey, losers of their last 9 in a row, winless in their last 11, sit at 3-2-11. But a big thing tonight is that they have a lot of returning starters. More people have come out on a beautiful Sunday evening in West Windsor, New Jersey. You can see the temperature there, 74 without a cloud in the sky, and just beautiful conditions for what should be a great match. Now, Alloy does have a chance to tie WC Predators at the top of that conference with the point differential. They actually have 2 matches left. WC Predators has 1. And they will be finished tonight. So if they win, unfortunately, there's no way that Alloy can catch them. But if they happen to lose, Alloy can win these final 2 matches and tie WC at the top of the Delaware River Conference. And we're underway in West Windsor, New Jersey at Mercer Community College, County Community College, home of the Vikings. This ball sent on the far side, long. And try and get now in the 18. Good footwork there to stay with it. Opportunity. Still working. That ball deflected. Alloy comes up with it, but red jerseys. Ronnie Ventura, number 23. There's Charlie Scheel, near side to us. Made his debut 2 weeks ago and did a heck of a job coming in the second half. Here's Scheel now. He'll play it to Bernstein. Working that sideline. Scheel tries to recover, but a turnover. That's Luke Nall, number 11. Now in the middle. Deflected, tried to go right towards the box. Number 14, Christian Wyand. Play it to the far side. Just underway, second minute of this APSL Delaware River Conference matchup between Real Central New Jersey and Alloy Soccer Club out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Real Central really needs to at least get a point, a tie, something. You get that 3 points would be so crucial for them where they sit in the conference. And Alloy, a win at the 3 points would be great, all depending on what WC Predators do. But they've basically locked up the second position nonetheless, and they'll be in the playoffs after their final season match at home, hosting Philadelphia SC. That'll be Saturday, May 17th. First touch at 6 p.m. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be in favor of Alloy. In the green kits with the white numbers, white trim. And Central in the red kits, black shorts, white trim. Central, one more game to go. It'll be their final home finale, but it will not be here. That'll be held at Rider University, Ben Cohen Field, home of the Bronx. And that's BRONCS, not the Bronx, as in New York. Just to clarify, they will not be playing in the boroughs of New York City. But points crucial here for Coach Ira Jersey and his Real Central New Jersey club. Number 17, William Vasquez on the outside. That's number 40, Ryan Butler with it, lost it. It's Thomas Kaplan, stripped away by Shield. That's Saakashvili. His presence back on the pitch is a beautiful thing. And he's got some help up front in Giuseppe Pierleonardi. Both dynamic playmakers. They can just get the ball forward. And that's something that Central really needs to do. They need to control the tempo. They can't play on their heels back in their defending third. They need to push the ball forward and put the pressure on that back line of Alloy. Alloy short, only 2 substitutions available for Coach Sway. So if they can run them ragged and take away that conditioning, they'll have a shot to steal one here on this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there watching. I'm sure that all the mothers of the Real Central New Jersey will be quite happy to see their sons come away with a victory here. Vasquez on the throw. Opportunity at Sean Malelli up front. You'll see a lot of number 10 just all over the pitch this evening. 6 minute early in this one. As both teams looking for possession now. Bernstein got bothered by Rowe, Danny Rowe, number 24. That goes out of bounds. And what are we going to have? It's going to be a long throw. So not a great position. Shield gets it into Bernstein. Good clearance. Malelli there, but headed backwards. And the ball crosses midfield. So not a bad play from number 31, Charlie Shield, the youngster. Made his debut 2 weeks ago and did one heck of a job coming in that second half. The word was described as pesky from number 31. Here's Vasquez. Now into the middle, that's Toms. To try to orchestrate from the English midfielder. Comes from the UK. Number 24 is Max Schrader, who's seeing his first action this year on the APSL squad. Has seen some time for the USL 2 team, as has number 7 Cole Sotak. So that experience as well might play a big factor, having those 2 players. But inside the box, and Bowen has to come out, gobble it up. We talked about Rider University. Both Schrader and Sotak play for the Bronx on their men's soccer club. Rider located in Lawrence Township, about 8 miles northeast of where we're here. There's a shot that was deflected in West Windsor. So quick drive. This is a great facility here. Rider, one of the best ones, Ben Cohen Field in the area. And look at Shield go to work. Take that away. Bernstein now with it and play it in the middle. 31 just got the constant motor. See if Central can generate something here in the 9th, heading into the 10th minute. Bernstein, good footwork into traffic. That ball loose on a slide, no good, but it's going to end up back at the feet of Central. Now on the far side. Into the middle, in the 18, shot on goal, that's launched. Pierre Bosquet. He makes some noise. He's been absent, has been kind of in and out the past couple matches for Real Central. But when he's in there, he's a dynamic player and can make some things happen on the offensive end. He's got enough speed where if he has to retreat on the defensive side, he can do that, number 2. Late scratch in this one was Tom Johnson, scheduled to start. And that's why Bosquet is on the pitch. As the sun begins to set in West Windsor, lights are on. Again, beautiful facility here, dedicated soccer stadium and field for the Vikings men's soccer team and women's soccer team. This ball launched. Good ball. Just looking for a turn. In the 18, into the center, it's deflected. Kept from going over the end line. But offense coming in a little bit quicker here for Central in the 11th minute. And it's just got to be instilled in confidence. This team know they can win. They just have to put all the pieces together. They have to play perfect soccer. Not going to outscore you 4-0, 5-1, anything like that. But if they can get a 2-0, 2-1 advantage, they're skilled enough to hold that lead. They just got to get it. They've played from behind many matches, including these past 9, where they've had to play from a deficit. Now Aloy with it. Let's see if they can do anything. Just in front of the midline. Wien switches fields. Now played forward. Opportunity. Foot race. And it's going to be off of Aloy, so it'll be a goal kick for Sean Bowen. He'll line this up. He has help. That's Schrader, number 24, on the defensive line. And then Sotak is also back there as well. So experience in the back. You can see 7 and 24 right there aligned. And here's Sotak. It's number 29, Brandon Valeri. This ball played forward, looking for Bernstein, but a little bit too heavy. Josh Martin will collect it. He'll throw to the far side. 13th minute. APSL, American Premier Soccer League on National Soccer Network this evening. John, Natali, Nathan back in the studio doing the producing tonight. We'll thank him for his help. Lloyd looking for help. This ball across the middle is deflected and just too much off the feet of the green attacker, and it'll come the other way. Fourteenth minute just underway here in West Windsor, New Jersey, on the campus of Mercer County Community College. And wanted to whistle. Ref said not interested, play on. And Butler had nothing to do with it. Lost it, but back to the feet of Kaplan. Ball played into the box. Good deflection from Schrader. And Toms takes it away. Now on the counter. Here's Malelli. With speed, ran into traffic, but deflected. Bernstein's got it, but gets it back to Scheel. And they'll reset from the back. They swing it to the far side. They'll play it back. 15th minute. Lloyd 13-1-2. Both of those losses coming to WC Predators. Through ball, but good defense from Shoemaker to head that ball back. Malelli giving pressure. And now to their far side. Ball sent forward. Here's Butler in space, just outside the 18. Now he's inside the 18. A little fancy footwork. Lots of red jerseys there. Taken away from Valeri. Good defense on the recovery from Central. Tried to clear off the backside of Butler. And it's going to be a goal kick. So good recovery and good anticipation to help out Sotak and Schrader on that back line to avoid any threat. Ball chipped out. And you can kind of see already right there, Alex Bemmer, number 32, just swaying the arms a little bit. Temperatures 74. It's a good temperature, but might be a little warm because it's been rainy and cold on the East Coast in Jersey for the past several weeks. So this is kind of a shot in the arm of vitamin D from the sun. But outside the 18, here's Bosquet. Clears to the outside, looking for a service in. Here it comes, back post. And Bernstein couldn't get there. The ball sailed out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick for Martin. 0-0, 17th minute. No true threat in either goal so far. Players have made their way inside the 18, but good defense has thwarted any attack. Into the middle. That's Danny Rowe. Sends it forward. And off the head, Bowen there. Good play from Sotak to get it back to his keeper on the clean putback. Butler was giving chase. 18th minute. Ball forward on the counter. Saakashvili couldn't track it down. but still in possession is Central. Schrader going to orchestrate from his back line. He'll just play it all the way back to Bowen. And Bowen's aggressive. If he has to come out of that 18, he will. There was a match not too long ago. We saw him come to the half line and then had to retreat at cheetah speed to get back into his box. But he is aggressive. Almost becomes like an extra defender or extra attacker in hockey when they pull the goalie. Vasquez had a run, but he had to come back for that one. Maybe a little miscommunication on behalf of Alloy, but still with it. There's Shield to bother it. He's bothered by Vasquez, but wisely plays it back to Schrader. He has help. He has Bowen, and he has Shield to the feet of Bowen. 19th minute. The APSL and the National Soccer Network. Alloy 13-1-2, second in the conference. And Central 3-2-11, and second to last in the conference. Looking like a better soccer team. This ball into the box, too heavy to the feet of Saklashvili, but good idea from Bosque. 20th minute. This ball will come back towards us. You can see not really a lot of sense of urgency on Alloy, and this has been their plan. Just try to send it forward. That was Alex Bemmer. Is really not constructing any ABC passing. It's see if they can find a run and send it forward. So far it hasn't been successful because the back line of Central is really clamped down. To the far side. They'll play it back. Sotek now to the middle to Malelli, a playmaker. Likes the ball at his feet. Bernstein as well. Good footwork between the two. Shield trying to track it down, take it from Rowe, and Rowe lost it. So the pesky Shield causing havoc. Malelli, little flick. Can Bernstein get there? No. Still some pressure, but Rowe will counter. Play it to the middle. To Wien, back to Rowe. And here comes Alloy on the counter. Twenty-second minute. Through ball to Bemmer, couldn't get there. Once again, good play from Schrader. Cole Sotak, Max Schrader have played USL 2 minutes this season. And USL 2 team actually plays their home games at Rider University, Ben Cohen Field. So it'll be nice for these APSL players to get a shot at it next week. Saklashvili couldn't find the left post. On a one-touch. It was a great through ball, and Saklashvili off his right boot just sent it left of the left post. Past a diving Martin, just inches away from going up 1-0 in the 22nd minute. Good soccer from Central. So there's your first true scoring chance, and it comes from the boys in red. And play on. We saw it from our camera angle. That ball was clearly out, but play on, says every ref. Wow. Even Bemmer was a little confused on that. Vasquez tries to send it in, blocked by Shield. He'll try it again. Pulls it back, looking for help. Now he sends it in, but that's going to go far behind the net. So good defense from Shield to stay in front, not let Vasquez turn, just got one touch on it, but nowhere near the open net. As we enter the 24th minute. NBA playoff basketball happening as we speak right now. The Cavaliers and the Pacers, with the Pacers up 2-1. Tipped off game 4 at 8 o'clock at Cambridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. Earlier today, the Thunder tied their series with the Nuggets with an away victory in Denver. That was a low-scoring game, neither team breaking 100. Then tomorrow, it'll be the Wolves and Warriors and Knicks and Celtics. Lots of Knicks fans in this area of New Jersey. Saw their Knicks go into Boston and take 2 at TD Garden Center. But the Celtics came back with a 22-point win last night at Madison Square Garden. Same situation happened with the series going on now. Cleveland and Indiana. Indiana went into Cleveland, stole 2. Cavs came back, won by 22, just as the Celtics did last night in Madison Square Garden. Shield off the post. Charlie Shield getting an opportunity on goal. That ball looked like it was going to hit the side of the net, but it hit the post. Bowen will collect this at his feet as we're about to enter the 26th minute. Malelli was looking for Bernstein. You can see the head turn back there. Just a little bit of miscommunication between 6 and 10. Ball sent forward. As mentioned just a little bit ago, that's the game plan so far. Bernstein on the turn. Has Saakashvili on a run, waiting for him again, but he went a little bit off and then lost it in a transition. So now the other way for Aloy. Here's Butler. Big posing frame. Bowen has to come out. Shot, and it went wide of the left post. So an opportunity there, almost deja vu on the other end for Aloy. Their first true scoring opportunity. Butler had a nice ball to Luke Knoll, and off his right boot, sent it wide from the left post. So an opportunity for Aloy in the 26th minute. APSL and the Delaware River Conference. It's really been 3 teams at the top that have dominated throughout the season. WC Predators atop the conference. And this Aloy Soccer Club in second, and then Oakland in third. Everybody's been jockeying for position from 4 through 12. On a good through ball, Saakashvili settles inside the box, looking for help. Scott Bernstein there, but no call. Fell on his wallet, and we play on. Here's Knoll. Looking for Butler. Shield is there to bother it and splits the defense, and it's number 31 who comes away with it. Advantage in numbers for Central. Can they capitalize? And then they'll play it back. So let everybody reset. Sotak will play it forward to the outside, send it out. There'll be a throw in. Butler tried to settle it to himself, couldn't do it, but gets it back. Now working two-man soccer with Bemer. But Mullally comes back to help. Bernstein plays it back to him. And this ball played forward. Saakashvili by himself. Waiting for the cavalry. He'll take it in the middle. Thought about revving up and taking a shot, but he'll play it far side to Bosquet. Here's Valeri. He sends a service in, deflected. He'll get it back. He'll set up right above the circle. Now over to Mullally, 29th minute. There hasn't been a lot of opportunities. Basically the same play from end line to end line. Was each team getting a shot. Shield comes up with that one. And no foul. Shield staying there against Vasquez. It's been a good matchup so far, 17 and 31. Valeri with it. Good 1-2 soccer. Valeri still with it. Inside the box, Mullally. But still, trouble with the left and sails into the side of the net. Good opportunity there. 4 red jerseys in the box to limited defenders. Just couldn't get a good strike on goal. Shields got to get there. Bemer chasing him down. Can Bemer turn? He's got Vasquez coming in for help. Tried to chip it past Shield. He gets rid of it to Schrader. And Schrader will clear up front. There's Saakashvili. To the far side. Valeri making a run. He's got Toms in the middle. He's going to service it in. Inside the box. Off the chest of Toms. Bernstein there. And now to Toms. With space. Takes a shot. Sends it wide. And Toms stretching. I'm sure he says, I want that one back. But a good opportunity from 20. 2 times inside the 18. 31st minute. Glad to be with you this evening. John Natali on the National Soccer Network. Very happy to announce as that'll be joining the Inside the Game podcast Monday through Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. on the YouTube channel. Also on Facebook and Twitter. Along with Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and myself, 3-man panel, talking about everything and more about soccer. Very entertaining show. I was very humbled to have that ask to join full-time. It was last week they made the announcement on Friday's show, and I was very humbled of how they introduced me, so it'll be a lot of fun. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. National Soccer Network TV. This ball in the box, and great save from Bowen. Off the one touch from Butler. An amazing save from Zero. Pretty cross, and one touch off the left boot of Butler, but Bowen equal to the task to pop that over the crossbar. And it results in a corner for Aloy, but not before a remarkable save from zero, Sean Bowen. And no harm done on the corner. So the magnificent save leads to nothing on the corner. It'll be a goal kick for Central. .34th minute. See, Toms has dropped back. And Shield playing more up front. I don't know if that's a permanent change or it's just where they got caught. And Malelli will play it all the way back to Schrader. And you can see how far Bowen is outside of his box. Not hesitant to go out that far. Sends it forward on a good boot. Saakashvili over there looking for help. Into the middle, lots of red jerseys, lots of options. Too heavy on the touch. And a turnover, Aloy will go the other way. That was good anticipation from Sotak, but now has to retreat. And now numbers for Aloy. That's Bosquet, who made his way all the way back. Mentioned the speed that he has to recover on defense if one of his teammates come up, and that's exactly what we had to do there. And we have our first whistle in the 35th minute, so clean soccer. That's surprising. So a dangerous position for Aloy. Everybody's still getting set. Here it comes. Inside the box, off the head. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Central ball. So no threat on that set piece from just outside the 18 on the left side. .36th minute, just approaching the 37th. Here on a gorgeous night. The sun is set. The lights are on the campus of Mercer County Community College, West Windsor, New Jersey. The home playing field of Real Central, the APSL squad. This ball sent forward. That's Bosquet back there now. Shot by Butler. Not afraid to take it from anywhere on that pitch. The big frame, number 40, is Ryan Butler. Now Central, after controlling the offense for the majority of this half, have kind of come a little bit stagnant as of late. Martin really hasn't had any threat. Tom's really the true last opportunity. Didn't get anything solid off, though. But the true cans came from Saakashvili off the one touch to himself, off his head. Put it on his right boot and just sent it wide of the left post. Past a diving Martin. And the whistle stays in again. Well, we have views that some of the referees don't. And it seems we go back to the opening coin toss, that there are only 2 refs. I don't see a ref nearest us that should be playing that right sideline. Maybe I missed it. Here's Null with a shot, but Bowen there to gobble it up. Pretty good English on that shot from Null. As we approach the 39th minute, tied 0-0. Pretty even matchup so far between both Central and Alloy. Sheelan Vasquez once again. Bernstein tries to flick it, but back to Alloy. Ball over the head, Butler and Schrader giving chase. And if that goes out of bounds, that will be off Butler, so it'll be a goal kick for Bowen. 39th minute. The APSL and the National Soccer Network. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Find it on Roku, Facebook, Twitter. Go nationalsoccernetwork.com. See everything and anything there is to know about soccer, not just in the state of Michigan, which this all originated from a few years ago. From Jonathan Turner, longtime coach, longtime player. Him and his wife, Bianca, the brainchildren behind this operation, have done a fantastic job through Premier Media Group to put this together and offer something that a lot of people don't get to do. The promotion, the highlights, and everything that they put together for certain clubs. As those partnerships continue to grow, as teams are understanding the benefits of what this can do with simple equipment, a simple procedure, and really put themselves on the map with just a few pushes, a few buttons, and remote broadcasts all over the country, ranging from the League for Clubs out on the West Coast in California to the APSL, all the way across the United States on the East Coast, and of course Midwest Premier League, NPSL games, WPSL games, high school, college, you name it. And somewhere on that map, the National Soccer Network has their fingers on it and just continues to grow every day. Here's Valeri. Very evenly split half as we approach the final 4 minutes. It's been a very clean first half, so there won't be much stoppage time. Hasn't really been any injuries. Just the one whistle. That was back in the 35th minute. Took 35 minutes for the whistle to blow. This ball forward. Saakashvili and offside. Good effort, but just a few steps ahead of that imaginary line. On a turnover, Malelli has Bernstein. Toms, and he'll play it back to Scheel. And this ball all the way back to Bowen. See if they switch fields. They just go up the middle. Sotek. Plenty of space. Methodically working his way forward. Now we'll play it forward. Saakashvili on a run. 2 defenders. Vasquez with a good head ball back to his keeper, Martin. 43rd minute. Good battle in the middle, won by Central. And now on the counter, here's Toms. Has Bernstein just outside the box. Plenty of space. He'll get it inside. And crisis averted for Aloy. Bit of frenetic pace there in that sequence. But we stay at 0-0 just halfway through the 44th minute. Shield, you could hear it from his teammates. Good communication from Red to the young U20 player, Charlie Shield. And we enter the 45th minute. And once again, a very clean half. Tied at 0, just the one whistle. No stoppage of time for injury so far. Everybody's been healthy, up on their feet. And we'll see if Central gets aggressive. On the far side, there's Bosque in the box. Mileli gets in there. Fight for it on the sideline. Bosque tried to flick it, but good defense from Weand. Now back into the box on the bicycle kick. Mileli missed it. Looked impressive, but just couldn't get anything on it. And both players take a tumble, no whistle. Play on. As we're into added time. Here's Bemer. Looking for help. He'll play it into the middle. Weand into the box. Opportunity now outside. And chested to the feet of Schrader. Good defense from Central, but Aloy not out of danger yet. But now on the counter. Ball sent forward on the far side. Can Central get there? They do. Looking for help, being patient. Now on the run on the far side, just had to save it from going out of bounds to the feet of the Aloy defender, and he'll move up to the midfield, and this ball played forward to Null. Comes near side to us. Here's Bemer. And there's your whistle for the half. So 0-0 on a pretty evenly matched first half. And we'll take a quick 10-minute break when we come back. Second half action. Who will get that go-ahead goal? Will it be Central? Will it be Aloy? You'll find out. You're watching American Premier Soccer League on the National Soccer Network.
You'll get it done.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
There is no Central Jersey.
It's a little bit of a mystical kingdom, kind of a Camelot.
To stay on side. Shaw then can continue, then takes the shot, and it's off the body and in! Ethan Shaw. Davis cross. Doobie backing up, and it's in!
Get tickets now at realcentralnj.soccer.
You'll get it done.
When termites show up, So do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connection,
There is no central Jersey.
It's a little bit of a mystical kingdom, kind of a Camelot.
To stay onside. Shaw then continue, then takes the shot, and it's off the body and in! Ethan Shaw. Davis cross. Doobie backing up, and it's in!
Get tickets now at realcentralnj.soccer.
Limited opportunities from each squad. Both, basically, the best opportunities that happened was a replica shot on each end. As it was Ilya Saakashvili on a one-touch to himself off his head, put it off his right boot, but just missed the left side of the post past a diving Martin. And then it was on the other side. Ryan Butler just sent one past a diving Sean Bowen. But we still stand at 0-0. And we've got 45 minutes left of soccer to decide this one. Real Central desperately needs a point. And Alloy pretty much in control of that second seed. Depending on what WC Predators does tonight, they have an opportunity. This will be the Predators' last match of the season. But if they happen to lose and Alloy can win out, they'll be tied atop the Delaware River Conference. And we're underway. We switch fields. You can see number 77, Claudia Argent, now into the match for Coach Ira Jersey. He can provide some offensive speed and spark. Bowen has to come out, has to poke it away. Butler's there. But that ball deflected, now played back. And Argent with Saakashvili. That's Pierre Bosquet on that back line. On the throw. Outside the 18. Too heavy there. And it'll go out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for Bowen. Just underway here in the second half. Switch fields. In the middle, Sean Malelli. May see him get a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end. Has that capability. Went for the bicycle kick late in that first half. Aesthetically, it looked good, just couldn't complete it. And just patient. As Alloy actually is going to be a foul. Actually, they're just playing back and forth. And trying to find some momentum here early within the first 3 minutes of the second half. Martin will play that at his feet. Opportunity just outside the 18. Into the box. Martin right there to snatch it out of the air. And now he'll counter on the far side on the long throw. Into the box. Bowen has to get there and beats Butler. Just. And there was a foul nonetheless. Here's Argent. Lost it at his feet. And Justin Kiefer comes away with it. We'll say some new names because we switch fields, and those defenders and midfielders on the other side, hard to see their numbers, but we'll get them now. Ball sent forward on the opposite side of the box, headed away. Now the throw comes in. And good pressure there. Had to clear it quickly as Butler gave pressure, Ryan Butler. But Aloy still now outside the 18. In the box. And our referee walking towards, we have an injured player down for Central. Not sure who that is. Could be Max Schrader. I believe it is, number 24. Has played USL 2 minutes. Coach Ira Jersey, the founder of this Real Central New Jersey club. They kick off their WPSL season very soon, their debut season in the Women's Premier Soccer League. It's a very exciting time for the West Windsor area, as they will also play their games at Ben Cohen Field at Rider University. 52nd minute. Still notched up, 0-0. Haven't been many opportunities. There were good ones, the few that have been there. Just neither squad at being able to find the back of the net. Danny Rowe sends it into the box. To no avail, and Bowen will track it down in the practice nets. Found the net, just not the right one. Here's Sotak, another one of those USL 2 players. And Saakashvili is looking for a charging Argent. You can see no malintent, just a little heavy. Argent was on the run. Saakashvili played it back. Those throw in. It's Wyand on the outside, now to the middle. And now a service from the left boot that sails to the top of the net. No harm done. It's Justin Kiefer, number 25, for Aloy. Battles with Argent there. Out of bounds. It'll be Central ball on the near side as we approach the 54th minute. Right now it's been limited offensive opportunities for Central, which was the opposite of the first 25 minutes of the first half. Central controlled the tempo, and then it evened up. Schrader looking for help, able to get it forward. And he'll play it all the way back to his keeper, Bowen. Will they switch sides? Still at the feet of Schrader. Now he'll play it forward. Ball flicked. That's Valeri, number 29. Dangerous area. And that's Shield fighting for it. Into the box, deflected. And to the outside, Argent slipped again. And we'll have a foul there, as Argent and Kiefer get tangled up. And Argent may have got the worst of that one as he's still on the pitch. See Kiefer going to check on him. And here comes a trainer. So Argent has been out for a couple matches. You can see him losing his footing a little bit, but they had a big collision, upended each other. Kiefer popped right back up, but Argent remains on the ground. And this is our first true stoppage of time. There was the one foul in the first half, and this is a foul here. But this one a little bit more serious than that first one. We just hope Argent's okay. See Owen Shoemaker coming to the frame there, number 16. Our lead referee has had to do a lot of running tonight. And Argent on the sideline. You can see him in our frame there with the trainer next to him. That's Kaplan, met by Saakashvili. And nobody home. Lots of green jerseys back there, no reds. 57th minute. On to the middle. Still kicked around at the feet of Alloy. And just too heavy. Right in front of the 18. That'll sail out of bounds. And Bosquet will run over to it. And Argent, that's a good sign to see. Runs back onto the pitch. So he gets a clap gesture from Kiefer, and the two battle again. And they're still going at it. So maybe a battle has ensued between 25 in green and 77 of red. Met in the middle was Wyand. There's Kiefer. Trying to find space. Still outside the 18. Open opportunity. Thought about it. Now in the 18. Service in. Too long. And it will be a long throw in a dangerous position for Bosque in Real Central. Have a whistle. And now in the throw, finally underway, 59th minute. Still tied at 0. Opportunity. Bowen had to come out and corral that one, does so. And he'll wait for everybody to clear. For both sides, it was Saakashvili. And an almost a mirror play on the other side. It was Butler for Aloy. But that's been pretty much it. And now here's Bosque, just outside the 18. Sends it in, deflected. Good idea, but to the feet of Aloy now on the counter. And great play from Ronnie Ventura, number 23, the vet. Member of DC United's youth national team a few years ago, but still has a good bead. Runs an academy as well, or a coach in the academy. A performance academy in Jersey. And Bowen comes out and gets that one. This ball skyrocketed up front. And it's won by Aloy. 61st minute. Still tied at 0. The APSL and the National Soccer Network, John Natali, on a gorgeous evening in Central Jersey. Mercer County Community College, home of the Vikings. My partner Nathan back in the studio. We've got a good soccer match going on. Who's going to get that go-ahead goal to break through? Will both defenses step up? And do we see 0-0 at the end of this one? But Central desperately needs a point of some sort, whether it be a draw or victory, and get that 3. Just into the 62nd minute. Do have to give credit to Sean Bowen on the one touch from Ryan Butler, who made a fantastic diving save. And that'll go out of bounds, going to be a corner. Haven't seen many of these yet. I believe this is only the second of the contest. They both belong to Aloy, one in the first half and now this. But Butler had a great feed, put it off his left boot, but Bowen equal to the task, diving up top to punch it over the crossbar, and that's what led to the corner. But on a magnificent save, and there was no damage done on the corner, it was cleared quickly. And here comes this. Far post. And just completely out of bounds. A missed opportunity there from Aloy in the 63rd minute. Starters for Central were Bowen, Bosquet, Bernstein, Sotak, Pierleonardi, Malelli, Stockersvili, Tom, Schrader, Valerian, Scheel. You can see number 23, Ronnie Ventura in there now. And on that near side of us, Claudia Argent, number 77, also into the match. And number 17, Ayman Al-Sabeh, has also made his way onto the pitch for Coach Ira Jersey in the second half. Ball into the box, Martin there, a little pressure. So he played to the far side. Here comes Argent. Ball popped up. And on the little flick, no harm done from Valeri as Martin gathers it. And he'll roll it to his far side. 64th minute. We'll have a foul there. It'll go against Ventura. And a yellow issued to Ventura in the 65th minute. So that's our first yellow of the match. And it goes to Ronnie Ventura of Central. And another substitution. It's number 4, Olu Oganyinka. Comes into the match in the 65th minute. Five different bodies on the pitch now as opposed to that first half starters. Bowen able to grab it. That's Schrader. Plays it into the middle. Some pressure from Aloy, but back to the feet of Central. And now on the counter. Here's Ventura on the outside. Oganyinka plays it into the box. Martin there. Good idea. Just too heavy into the hands of Martin. Into the box. Good defense from Aloy. Not only to keep that ball from going out of bounds, but to clear it immediately from the pressure from Central. And in case you're watching this, and at halftime, the Pacers have shown up and the Cleveland Cavaliers have not, as the Pacers carry a 41-point lead at halftime. 80-39. Game 4 of that series. The other final was earlier today. The Thunder over the Nuggets, 92-87 in Denver, tying that series up at 2. The Yankees put a hurting on the Athletics, 12-2 was the final in that one. Aaron Judge continues his onslaught in the American League, went 4 for 5 today, keeping his average at .409. in the 18. Shot, Bowen right there. Falls on it. So once again, Aloy on the offensive pressure. And up in Queens at Citi Field, the Mets beat the Cubs 6-2. So both New York teams coming out on top in Major League Baseball. Outside the 18. Ogunyenka fighting for it, stolen away. And Aloy comes up with it. 2 NHL playoff games. Florida up 1-0, the end of the second period. The Maple Leafs lead that series 2-1 in the Eastern Conference semifinals. And the Dallas Stars over the Winnipeg Jets 5-2, and Dallas leads that series 2-1. In the Western semis, across the pond, a great match. It was tied at 2. Liverpool and Arsenal tied at 2 in the Premier League. Newcastle 2-0 over Chelsea. Crystal Palace 2-0 over Tottenham. Nottingham and Leicester City. Deadlock 2-2. The end of that one. And West Ham 2-0 victors over Manchester United. Rounds out the 5 games on that slate in the Premier League. Also 4 matches in La Liga. Real Betis over Sassuolo tied 1-1 at the end of full time. Athletic Club over Alaves 1-0. Barcelona in a 4-3 win over Real Madrid. And Leganés over Espanyol 3-2. One game in the MLS. Here's a shot, and that just goes way high over the crossbar from Ogunyenka. But it was Vancouver and Los Angeles FC tied 2-2. So lots of soccer going on Mother's Day. And for any racing fans out there, it was Kyle Larson who took the Advent Health 400 at Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. The Kansas side, not the Missouri side. Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, and Alex Bowman rounded out your top 5. Ogunyenka above the circles, approaching the 73rd minute, outside. Tried to stay and couldn't do it. There'll be a throw-in for Aloy, still locked at zeros. No true threat here in the second half. Will a mistake be made? Will some be able to break through and beat either Martin or Bowen on the opposing side? as we approach the 74th minute. APSL Soccer on the National Soccer Network. John Natale on the call. Nathan back in the studio. On a beautiful evening in West Windsor, New Jersey, on the campus of Mercer County Community College, home of the Vikings. Beautiful dedicated soccer facility. It is the home pitch for Real Central. However, their remaining home game against against AC Trilogy. And that'll be on May 18th, and that'll be at Rider University, where the USL 2 team plays, Ben Cohen Field. And two of the players on the pitch right now for Real Central, Cole Sotak and Max Schrader, both Rider Bronx. Hogan Yinka sends it far side, off the head, but no danger. Martin there easily. Outside the 18, trying to turn, but good counter defense from Central in the 75th minute. And in the 75th minute, it's Eloy who breaks through to put Eloy SC up 1-0, the go-ahead goal here at Mercer County Community College. There was a lot of congestion inside that box, and it looks like it came off the boot of Christian Wieand. So the tie is broken. And now, can Central on the counter. They're going to have to move quick because time is going to become an issue as we're under 14 minutes left in regulation. And scoring opportunities become far and few between for the boys in red this evening. Now on the counter again. That ball goes out of bounds. And it looks like we're going to have a corner. So on Sunday, May 18th, Real Central will finish their season hosting Philadelphia Heritage SC. There's Butler, ball still in the box. Still at the feet. Out to the outside on a shot, deflecting. That ball's going to come all the way towards us and be out. And in the 10-team conference, only one team trails Real Central New Jersey, and that is Philadelphia Heritage SC, 1-4-11 on the season. They've had trouble putting the goal in the back of the net. Only 16 goals does Heritage have on the season. Have given up 44. It's a minus 28. That's the largest gap on the negative side in the Delaware River Conference. And Eloy will finish up with Philadelphia SC on their home pitch at Lancaster Bible College. Home of the Chargers. And that's on Saturday, May 17th, with the first touch at 6. Philadelphia 5th in the conference, 6-4-7. Going to throw for Aloy on the far side. Came into this one 13-1-2. 6 points behind WC Predators. Both of their losses have come against WC. And when you look at the record of 15-1-1 of WC, what really stands out is the goal differential. This ball clears to the other side of the 18, but still in possession. Kiefer sends it in. And headed away, and now up front. With some pace is Ventura. Defended nicely. And this will be played back as we approach the 80th minute. A second defender has entered the pitch against Central, and it's not Aloy, but it's the time. As they're running out of opportunities. But going back to WC Predators, they've only given up 18 goals, have scored 94 for a goal differential of 76. You have Aloy, who scored 50 goals. You have Oakland United in third, who scored 40. So combined, they have 4 less goals than WC does. Rounding out that top 5 is Kensington SC at 7-5-5 in 4th place. Vetus Jersey AC Trilogy in 6-7-8 to round out the Delaware River Conference. And goal number 2. For Aloy in the 81st minute. And we'll see. I've got a bead on who scored that. Whistleblowers are going to reset. And that's number 10. Or excuse me, number 18. Actually, no. That's a 16. So I was going to get it right. Third time's a charm. Owen Shoemaker on the goal in the 81st minute. So it was 0-0 for 74 minutes of soccer. 2 goals have been scored in 6 minutes by Aloy to give them a 2-0 advantage. As we approach the 83rd minute. This played all the way back to Martins. Played a great game. Really hasn't been challenged all that much. Best opportunities from Ilya Saklashvili in that first half off the one touch to himself. But other than that, the offensive Central remains quiet. And that has really been the trend. I mentioned the 9-game losing streak and winless in their last 11. those 9 losses, they've only managed 8 goals. And the differential is 32-8. They've given up 32 goals in those 9 matches to only 8. So it's really been a 4-to-1 ratio. And they had a draw against Jersey Shore Boca. But before that, it was the Predators, 8-0. And in that 11-game span, they've played the Predators twice, and the goal differential has been 17-1 in favor of WC. So the offense continues to be a struggle for Central. As Rob Bednar, number 32, enters for Central in the 85th minute. And will Lloyd look for a third? Butler to the outside, into the box, shot on goal, good block from Bowen. And it'll be a corner on the far side. And here it comes. Near post. Now outside the 18, flick back. And with some pace, has help in the middle, Bednar. That's Sabay, still with it. And just couldn't do anything with it. Had 2 defenders trailing him the whole time. But it will be a corner coming from Central in the 86th minute. Here it comes. Middle of the post, nobody home, and cleared by Aloy. As we make our way into the 87th minute. It's number 18, Moses Katembo, into the match for Coach Sway. Well, I had mentioned we had a brief conversation, and I mentioned how it was exciting to be able to call his team's match as he played wonderful soccer this entire season. And he just didn't credit himself or his team. He wanted to really give credit to great coaching from his entire staff of how they've been able to put this together and have an outstanding season. And going to ride into next week in their final season game at home. As they'll travel back to Lanka. This will be a better drive back to Pennsylvania for the team in green this evening. And unless a miracle happens, it looks like Central will drop their 10th in a row. Martin, opportunity for Central, and great defense, but still alive. Can Sabay get it away? Can't. Ball finally cleared. Ayman Al-Sabeh did everything possible except for putting the ball in the back of the net. Had 2 prime opportunities, but great defense from Aloy to thwart that opportunity to possibly get one on the board and make things very interesting in the final few minutes. Off a goal kick from Bowen in 89th minute. There was some time down. First for the 2 goals, but it was Claudia Argent who had a collision with Kiefer early in that first half and took some time off the clock. Justin Kiefer was popped right back up, but Argent was down on the ground, was on the sideline. Tried to give it a go, but he was replaced, so hopefully he's okay. Have a foul there. And we're going to have a corner, and Aloy in no hurry to get that soccer ball to place it as we approach the end of regulation. On the throw. Looked like where that ball ended up. This ball cleared. As we are in added time. There's a shot, and that one just goes wide of the post. That could have been 3-0 in added time. Due to the score, I'm not sure how much added time will be. I mentioned the 2 goals and also the downtime from Argent's injury early in the second half. A few more fouls. It has been a relatively clean game. There was the 1 yellow issued to Ron Ventura in the 65th minute, but that has been the only booking so far. Out to the outside, looking for a third. But poked away from Central. And they'll try to counter, and a goal will just be pretty much for aesthetics if they can get one. But couldn't get the through ball. And there's your final whistle. So that'll do it here on the campus. New Jersey 0. Aloy sees their record go to 14-1-2, while Central moves to 3-2-12. On behalf of our entire National Soccer Network crew, I'm John Natali, and we want to thank you for joining us on this Sunday evening. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. See the best soccer from all levels, all across the country. Once again, from Mercer County Community College, your final score is Aloy SC 2 and Real Central New Jersey 0. So long from West Windsor. Have a great evening, everybody.